Hello, students. Oh, I can't tell you how tickled plum I am that so many of you showed up for extra credit over the break. Oh, wow. I never thought any of you would really take a liking to my environmental sciences, but thank you. I knew some of you might have needed a little extra credit in women's studies, and I knew you might need the extra points, so here I am, Professor Debowski. Just excited to see you here. I'm as pleased as a pickle. Goodness. Okay, so look, who needed extra credit? Who is it? Who do we have here? Michael. Oh, you don't have to explain. It's okay. The points will be good for you. And who else? Michael, Mike, and Stephen. Hey, Stephen. So good to see you. You don't have to explain, Stephen. Women's studies can be a difficult topic for some people. It's okay. One day at a time, we learn. Mike, how's Dana? Oh, Dana's doing well. This is Dana's front and Dana's back. Dana is currently struggling with some anaphylaxis from laundry detergent and linen, we think. We're not quite sure. As soon as I get home, I'm going to weave her some organic hemp sheets and send her an eggplant maze to maybe apply to her anaphylaxis and make her hopefully a tea to calm that. Lord, I hope she can breathe okay. I'm fierce with worry. But anyhow, I'm here at the compost convention out in Ontario and Winnipeg. Out here in Winnipeg, Ontario at the compost convention, just learning it up. And I wanted to talk to you guys about some of my loves. And of course, you signed up for extra credit. So here today, students, Nathaniel Debowski gets to share his heart of greenhouse gases. What are greenhouse gases, Mike? Well, Mother Earth has a natural blanket around her. Mother Earth does. And what happens in the natural environment, those gases keep Mother Earth from being too hot or too cold. But when greenhouse gases emit, it gets too hot. It's just like a Dutch oven. It's just like a Dutch oven. A Dutch oven. It's too hot. And then you get weird climate changes. Summer and the winter. Plants not growing like they should. Animals and bears not hibernating. Little rabbits coming out. It would mess up somebody's blanket and make it dirty. Don't you know? So think about the Dutch oven. It's too hot. Too hot. What is making it too hot? What are greenhouse gases? I'm so glad you asked. And Stephen, how do you reduce those greenhouse gases? I bet you know. You look like you know. No, it's not open-faced sandwiches and salami. Or veal. Or barbecue. No, Stephen, that's a lot of animals. Anyhow, away, so everyone puts out a little methane gas. Did you know the animals put out as just as much carbon into the air as your car. Did you believe that? That 25% of climate change is due to animals. Can you believe that? No, Mike, it's not just the transportation. No, but that's a good idea. I like where you're thinking and where you're going. You're using your thinking cap. How? Now, we're going to talk about what makes those gases. So, let's say you want to eat a cheeseburger. Think about all the things that made that cheeseburger get to your plate. It is 330 grams of carbon. That's the exact same as driving your car 3 miles. But you know what? Do you know that gas from the cow, the little toot toot, toot toot, toot toot, the little toot toot, I have to say, it's as way powerful than any car. Do you know what else makes the little toot toot? The chickens and the pigs make the little toot toot and release it into the atmosphere. Really? Yes. A little toot toot. Even the rats make a little toot toot. Have you ever seen a fish toot toot? Have you ever seen a fish toot toot? I bet you haven't. What, Stephen? You saw a fish toot toot? You saw a fish toot toot? Mechanical sharks can't make a toot toot, Stephen, unless it's from their director. Oh no! You said you saw a fish toot toot. Do explain. You saw Mike Gordon from Fish make a toot toot while playing llama? Well, yes, Stephen. Humans do make toot toots. They do, especially if they eat nasty foods. Well, barbecue, greasy foods, cheeses, dairy. Maybe Mike Gordon had too much dairy before he played. I don't know, you'll have to ask Trey. Was that in Boston? I missed that one. Wonder why. You haven't, have you, Mike? You haven't. Have you seen a shrimp toot toot? Oh, you haven't either, Mike. What about broccoli? Have you ever seen a little broccoli make a toot toot? No, Stephen, but they will make you toot toot. That is true. But actually, it makes good bacteria in your stomach. You need the broccoli. And Hollywood should just embrace the toot toot. Have you seen an apple toot toot? Or some peas toot toot? You have not. So, thinking of all the things that feed these animals. Oh, we forgot some. The goat, definitely. She makes the toot toots too. Greenhouse gases, and our celebrities definitely make the toot toot. Greenhouse gases. That, you know, they say the West Coast looks like fire, and those sunsets are just pollution. Half of it is gas from our celebrities. And then, can you imagine these meat-eating dinos and dinosaurs? What kind of toot toots they made? Wow. So anyhow, if you start eating vegetarian, you are saving our environment from not only the toot toots from the cow, but the carbon from the transportation, the feed that we could be eating. A cow is 330 30 grams of carbon. That's 3 miles. But if you go to a chicken, well, a chicken's only 52 grams. And a fish, 40 or 30. Veggies, 14. And peas, 2 or 8. Lentils. So, I made up a little song. Neil Young is going to back me from here. You know, Neil Young loves to stand on stage and wear gas masks. You know, promise of the real. He loves to talk about the gases in our environment. Don't you, Neil? At his shows, you know, in New Jersey, he is very concerned about these greenhouse gases too. So Neil and I have reinvented a song that you can remember. And I think, Mike, you can sing along and you will pass this little test at the end. It goes like this. Don't break the fart, the inky, stinky fart. I just don't think you understand that all your stinky farts, your inky, stinky food, might blow up and kill this land. Ooh. Don't let that fart, that inky, stinky fart. You don't know what it does to this land. Don't stink that fart. Don't stink that fart. The inky, stinky fart will break this land. Ooh. Oh, Neil's gonna come and do a little rendition later with the promise of the real with gas mask. So you can understand your potencies of your toot-toots. Toot-toot. I'm glad. Mike, you are getting this more than anyone has. Oh, you say you're a pro at the Dutch oven. All right. Well, I'm going to send a link right now for the post-test for your extra credit. And I'm going to do a little something in just a minute. Okay, guys? Steven, I think you're just a budding and blooming ecologist. Maybe lay off the barbecue and the salami and the haggis.